आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे JEE मेंस 10th अप्रैल 2019 शिफ्ट 1 के पेपर का सॉल्यूशन। तो उसमें फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, हमारे पास इंटीग्रेशन दिया हुआ है 0 से 2 पाई के बीच में sin 2x इंटू 1 प्लस कॉस 3x dx। तो ये इंटीग्रेशन में सबसे पहले हम बहुत ही फंडामेंटल थियरम है इंटीग्रेशन का, डिफाइनाइट इंटीग्रेशन का। 0 से fx dx का आंसर हम लिख सकते हैं 0 से a f of a minus x dx। तो according to this equation 0 to 2 pi, if I replace x with 2 pi minus x, so it will be 4 pi minus 2x. Sin 4 pi minus 2x will be minus sin, so minus sin 2x, and 1 plus cos 6 pi minus 3x, that will be cos 3x dx. Now if I add 1 and 2, so I'll get 2i as 0 to 2 pi sin 2x 1 plus cos 3x plus minus sin 2x 1 plus cos 3x dx. Now here, to solve this equation, we have a property that if any value with integer of x with minus integer of x, that it has answer minus 1. We'll take an example to prove this. Let us take x as minus or x as 1.5. So if I put x as 1.5, so 1.5 has integer 1 and minus 1.5 has integer minus 2. So 1.5 has integer again 1, minus 1.5 has integer minus 2. So 1 minus 2, that will be minus 1. So according to this property, this whole term has answer minus 1. So now it will be 2i equals, if I take the integration, so it's minus x 0 to 2 pi, तो हमें मिल जाएगा minus 2 pi, तो i का फाइनल आंसर आ जाएगा minus pi. This is your answer. Okay, next question की बात करते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में है, एक इक्वेशन दिया हुआ है हमें 2 to the power sin square x minus sin x plus 5 dot 1 by 4 sin square y less than or equals to 1, ये दिया हुआ है। तो हमें चेक करना है कि x और y की ऐसी कौन सी वैल्यूज है जो ये कंडीशन को जस्टिफाई करती है, और 4 ऑप्शंस हमें दिए हुए हैं। उसके अंदर डिफरेंट केसेस हैं। दैट फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज sin x equals 2 sin y, सेकंड ऑप्शन इज sin x equals mod sin y, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज 2 mod sin x equals 3 sin y, and the fourth option is sin x equals sin y by 2. That means we have to justify this particular inequality, and according to this inequality, how the sin x and sin y interrelate to each other, that we need to find out. Okay, so first of all, let me give some simplification of according to the given conditions. So first thing I'll do, that it's a square root of sin square minus sin plus 5, so I can write down this as it's sin square x minus sin x plus 5 by 2 to the power less or equals to, now we know that 4 sin square y is always a positive term, so if I multiply with 4 sin square y, then inequality remains same, so it will be 4 sin square y. Now it's 2 raised to sin square x minus sin x plus y, I'll keep as it is right now, less or equals to, I can write down 4 as 2 to the power 2, so 2 raised to 2 sin square y. This is how I can write down this. Now, as we know that exponential function is always an increasing, so if I remove the function from both the sides, so it will become sin square x minus sin x plus 5 less or equals to, by 2 we have less or equals to 2 sin square y, and sin square x minus sin x plus 5 less or equals to 4 sin square y. It's like this. Okay, that is a mistake. Here it is 2. Sorry, it's my mistake. Here there is 2. So now if I want to make a perfect square over here, so I can make a perfect square like sin x minus 1 whole square plus 4 less or equals to 4 sine square y. I need to satisfy this inequality. See, here I make a perfect square like sine square x minus 2 sine x plus 1 plus 4. So it will become sine x minus 1 whole square plus 4. Now let's find out the individual range of the functions. So on left side, I have sine x minus 1 whole square plus 4. This function has range between what? Let us find out that first of all. See, sin x has range in between minus 1 to 1. Let me write down that point. Minus 1 less or equals to sin x less or equals to 1. If I subtract 1 from both the sides, so it will be minus 2 less or equals to sin x minus 1 less or equals to 0. If I do the square, then it will become in between sin x minus 1 whole square to 4. And then if I add 4 both the sides, so I'll get 8. So left side function has range in between 4 to 8. Now let's talk about the range of the right side function. So if I find out the range of 4 sine square y, so I know that sine square y has range in between 0 to 1. So if I multiply 4 on both the sides, so it will be 0 less or equals to 4 sine square y less or equals to 4. So now if you just check that left side function has range in between 4 to 8 and right side function has range in between 0 to 4. So the common value between both the term is only possible if I take both as equals to 4 answer. That means which is only possible if sin x minus 1 whole square plus 4 equals to 4 and 4 sin square y has also equals to answer 4. So this can be possible if I take sin x equals 1. And this can be possible if I take sin y equals plus or minus 1. So when we use these two conditions, so we'll get the final answer as sin x equals mod of sin y. This will be the correct answer for you. Right? So it's based on the trigonometry. Simple trigonometrical theorems or equations you need to know. Next question. आगे बात करते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की. Number 3, third number, we have an integration dx by x square minus 2x plus 10 whole square. We have to find out the answer of this integration. So now let me give you a point that this kind of integration is one of the newly question which were asked in this year also as well as previous years also. तो ये जो किस्म का हमारे पास इंटीग्रेशन है वो उसके अंदर एक पर्टिकुलर मेथड है कि जिसमें हमें फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इसके अंदर परफेक्ट स्क्वायर बनाना पड़ेगा. सो इट कैन राइट डाउन लाइक दिस. तो ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा x माइनस 1 होल स्क्वायर प्लस 9 होल स्क्वायर. और जो सब्स्टिट्यूट है दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द कॉमन सब्स्टिट्यूट that we have to assume x minus 1 as 3 tan theta. So I can say that dx equals 3 sec square theta d theta. So now if I write down integration as it's 3 sec square theta d theta upon here it is 3 tan square theta plus that is 3 tan theta whole square that is 9 tan square theta. So 9 tan square theta plus 9 whole square. So I can say 3 sec square theta d theta upon 9 square that is 81 10 square plus 1 that is sec square dot sec raised to 4 theta. So now it will be 1 by 27 sec square theta upon sec raised to 4 that is 1 by sec square which can be written as cos square theta d theta. Now we don't have any integration of cos square theta, so we can convert in terms of 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. And then if I do the integration, then 1 by 2 as integration theta by 2 plus sine 2 theta upon 4 plus c, and then I have to put the values of theta and sine 2 theta. So from this condition, so it will be 1 by 27, I'll keep theta by 2 as it is, plus 1 by 4, sine 2 theta has answer 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta plus c. And now let's put the values of tan theta. So tan theta has answer x minus 1 by 3. So it will be 1 by 27. It's tan inverse x minus 1 by 3 whole divided by 2 plus 1 by 4 2 tan theta, that is 2 into x minus 1 by 3 whole divided by 1 plus x minus 1 by 3 whole square plus c. So if we give a simple simplification toward that, so it's 1 by 54 tan inverse x minus 1 by 3, 4 by 2, that is 2, so 1 by 54. If I'll give the simplification over that, so I'll get it's 9 by 3, that is 3, so it's 3x minus 1 upon x square minus 2x plus 10 plus c. So this will be the final answer of this integration, which is 1 by 4 tan inverse x minus 1 by 54 tan inverse x minus 1 by 3 plus 3x minus 1 by x square minus 2x plus 10 plus c, right? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की बात करते हैं. Number 4 has, we have given three different linear equations. X plus y plus z equals 5, x plus 2y plus 2z equals 6, and x plus 3y plus lambda z equals mu. And this system of equation has infinitely many solutions. Then we have to find out the value of lambda plus mu. See, as we discussed already, that this is one of the most commonly asked questions based on the solution of linear equations based on 3-dimensional, right? तो इसके अंदर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा कि हम एक ऑगमेंटेड मैट्रिक्स में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यहाँ पे 1 1 1 which is the coefficients of x y z, सेकंड इक्वेशन में से 1 2 and 2 we will get, and from third equation we will get 1 3 and lambda, here 5 6 and mu. तो जैसे कि हमने पहले के पेपर्स में भी डिस्कस करा है कि ये टाइप के इक्वेशंस के अंदर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें ऑगमेंटेड मैट्रिक्स में कन्वर्ट करना है. ऑगमेंटेड मैट्रिक्स इज लाइक 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So to use that formula, the operations I need to follow is r2 tends to r2 minus r1, and r3 is also becomes r3 minus r1. So I'll get 1 0 0 1 1 2 1 1 lambda minus 1. Similarly 5 6 minus 5, that is 1, and here it is mu minus 5. Now to get 0 over here, I get r3 tends to r3 minus 2r2. So it will be 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 lambda minus 3 and 5 1, it's mu minus 7. Now as we have already defined a condition that for getting an infinite solution for non-homogeneous kind of system, we need to follow rank of A equals rank of B, and this rank must be less than number of unknowns. So here number of unknowns are 3, so rank of A and rank of B must be less than 3. So if you check that if I'll get this row as 0, so I found that 2 non-zero rows are there, and if I'll take this term as 0, so I'll get again 2 non-zero rows. So let's say this is matrix A and this is matrix B. So to get less than the number of unknowns, so rank of A and rank of B must be 2, and for that I must get lambda minus 3 equals 0 and mu minus 7 equals 0. So I'll get lambda equals 3 and mu equals 7. Therefore lambda plus mu equals 3 plus 7 equals 10, which is your answer. ठीक है, मैं वापस आपको एक बात बता देता हूँ कि ये जो सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन की थियरी है, इट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थियरीज. और जब से ये नई पैटर्न की जेईई की एग्जाम शुरू हुई है, तब से लेकर 2020 करंट ईयर तक हर एक एग्जाम में यही पैटर्न के क्वेश्चंस दे वर आस्क्ड रिपीटेडली. सो जस्ट फॉलो द थियरी. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की बात करते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन के अंदर है एक डिटरमिनेंट दिया हुआ है डेल्टा 1s x माइनस साइन थीटा कॉस थीटा sin theta minus x1 cos theta 1 x, डेल्टा 2 है x माइनस sin 2 थीटा cos 2 theta sin 2 theta x minus x1 and cos 2 theta 1 and x, this we have given. एंड हमें डेल्टा 1 प्लस डेल्टा 2 और डेल्टा 1 माइनस डेल्टा 2 के बीच का रिलेशन फाइंड आउट करना है. तो उससे पहले वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यूज ऑफ डेल्टा 1 एंड डेल्टा 2. सो लेट्स गो विद दैट. So I'll just directly expand the determinant because I don't have any way to solve the determinant by using the zeros. So let's just give the direct expansion. So it will be x into minus x square minus 1 minus sin theta into minus x sin theta minus cos theta and plus cos theta into minus sin theta plus x cos theta. So it's minus x cube minus x plus x sin square theta plus sin theta cos theta minus cos theta sin theta and plus x cos square theta. Now if we check, sin theta cos theta term will be cancelled. X sin square theta and x cos square theta, if I take x common, I'll get sin square plus cos square. So I'll get minus x cube minus x plus x. That means delta 1 is answer minus x cube. Now if I give the expansion for delta 2, so it will be x into minus x square minus 1 minus sin 2 theta with minus x sin 2 theta minus cos 2 theta and plus cos 2 theta with minus sin 2 theta plus x cos 2 theta. So it's minus x cube minus x plus x sin square 2 theta minus minus plus sin 2 theta cos 2 theta minus sin 2 theta cos 2 theta and plus x cos square 2 theta. So similar to delta 1, you can just find that sin 2 theta cos 2 theta is cancelled from both the side, from plus with and minus sign. X sin square plus x cos square, so I'll take x common, so I'll get plus x, and delta 2 is again answer minus x cube. Now if I'll check delta 1 plus delta 2, so it will be minus 2x cube, and delta 1 minus delta 2, then it will be 0. So according to 4 options, the given condition is delta 1 plus delta 2 is minus 2x. So it's one of the easy one, right? We just have to expand the determinant and then compare to the determinants according to the options. Next question की बात करते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन के अंदर है, if length of perpendicular from the point beta 0 beta to the line, एक 3 dimensional में line दी हुई है, x by 1 minus equals y minus 1 by 0 equals z plus 1 by minus 1, right? तो ये line पे जो एक point दिया हुआ है, let's say the point is beta 0 beta, so अगर ये 3 dimension में कोई एक line दी हुई है, ये line पे कोई एक point है which is outside the line, उस point से अगर लाइन पे तुम कोई परपेंडिकुलर प्लॉट कर रहे हो, तो ये जो परपेंडिकुलर है which has distance root 3/2, whole root 3/2, so we have to find out the value of beta, right? तो एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, इसके अंदर we are going to use the theory of a distance between a line and a point. So let's say that the point which is given on the line as a bar as 0 1 and minus 1, L bar is a direction vector which is 1 0 minus 1. We have to find out the distance of this point from the line, and there is a theory, there is an equation that if distance is a perpendicular distance between point and line, which is mod of E bar minus A bar cross L bar upon mod L bar. That is the equation, right? And where P bar is already given as beta 0 beta, A bar is the point, and L bar we have already. So first of all, the thing which we are going to find out is P bar minus A bar cross L bar we have to find out, which is I j k. P bar minus A bar, that is beta minus 0, that is beta, 0 minus 1 which is minus 1, and beta minus minus plus 1, and L bar is 1 0 minus 1. That will be the case. Now if I find out the cross of this two, so I'll get 1, then minus beta minus 1, and if I take minus common, so it will be 2 beta plus 1, and the k caret will be plus 1 only. So this will be the p cross product of p bar minus a bar and L bar. Now if I want to take the modulus of that, so it will be p bar minus a bar cross L bar, which is equals to root of 1 plus 2 beta plus 1 whole square plus 1, which is equals to 2 plus 2 beta plus 1 whole square. Now let's put all this value into the equation, and also let us find out modulus of L as, so it's 1 plus 1 which is root 2. So now the distance given as root 3 by root 2, mode of p bar minus a bar is root 2 plus 2 beta plus 1 whole square upon mode of L bar is root 2. So if I cancel out root 2 both the sides, if I take square on both the sides, so it's 3 plus 2 plus 2 beta plus 1 whole square. So it's 2 beta plus 1 whole square equals 1. So we'll have 2 beta plus 1 as 1, or 2 beta plus 1 as minus 1. So either I can get beta as 0, or I can get beta as minus 1. So according to the option, the given value of beta is beta equals to minus 1, because 0 is not given in the option. So that will be the answer, minus 1. This is my answer. Right, again one of the fundamental equations directly from the textbook given to you. Next question check करते हैं. नंबर 7 में है, एक हाइपरबोला की डायरेक्ट्रिक्स दी हुई है पासिंग थ्रू द पॉइंट विथ सेंट्रॉइड ओरिजिन. तो एक जनरल हाइपरबोला है, उसके अंदर जिसका सेंट्रॉइड 0 0 है, एंड दिस हाइपरबोला इज पासिंग फ्रॉम द पॉइंट 4 एंड minus 2 root 3 has directrix 5x equals 4 root 5 and eccentricity e. So here the directrix is given as 5x equals 4 root 5, which is followed by 4 by root 5. This is the directrix given to you, and we all know that directrix of an hyperbola can be found out as a by e, the ratio of a and e, right? Also the hyperbola passes through the point 4 and minus 2 root 3. So you have to find out the equation in form of eccentricity e. E है जो चार ऑप्शन हमें दिए गए हैं, वो चार ऑप्शन सारे e के रिस्पेक्ट में हैं. तो सबसे पहले हम एक हाइपरबोला का जनरल इक्वेशन एज्यूम कर लेते हैं. लेट्स से x स्क्वायर बाय a स्क्वायर माइनस y स्क्वायर बाय b स्क्वायर इक्वल्स 1, राइट? तो this hyperbola is passes through the point 4 minus 2 root 3, so it will be 16 by a square minus 2 square 4 3s are 12 by b square equals 1. Now as the options are in form of e only, we have to find out, we have to convert values of a and b in form of e itself. तो यहाँ पे हमें a की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी 4e by root 5 in terms of e, and also there is a condition between e square as a square plus b square by a square. So we can have a square minus a square equals b square. It's like this. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं b की वैल्यू रखूँगा square equals, I'll get a square as e square minus 1. So let's put this value and a has value. So it will be 16 by a square. A square will be 4e by root 5, that is 16 e square by 5 minus 12 by b square. B square has answer a square. A square has again answer 16 e square upon 5 into e square minus 1, which is equals to 1. So now let's just solve this equation. So first of all, is 16 cancels, so it will be 5 by e square. It's 5 into 12 by 16, that is 3 upon 4 e square minus 1 equals to 1. So if I take an LCM, so I'll get 5 into 4 e square minus 1, because I already have e square in the denominator. So it's 5 into 4 into e square minus 1 minus 15 equals 4 e square into e square minus 1. So let's just get the solution of this equation. So I'll get 20 e square minus 20 minus 15 equals 4 e raised to 4 minus 4 e square. So 4 e raised to 4, if I take that on the 20 square on the opposite side, so I'll get minus 20 e raised to 4, sorry, 24 e raised to 4 plus 35 equals 0. So that will be the answer according to the option. Right, so this is your answer. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की बात करते हैं. एक इक्वेशन दिया हुआ है हमें, इट्स 1 minus 3x to the power 5, sorry 15 dot 1 plus ax plus bx square. और यहाँ पे कंडीशन है कि ये एक्सपांशन के अंदर x स्क्वायर और x क्यूब का कोफिशिएंट के कोफिशिएंट्स 0 है. सो यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट वैल्यू ऑफ a and b. Okay, so we have to expand this and we have to find out the coefficients of x square and x cube in this, and then we can compare x square and x cube as coefficient equals to 0. Right, so first of all ये जो टर्म है उसका एक्सपेंशन करेंगे. So keep it 1 plus ax plus bx square as it is. 1 minus 3x is to 15 as expansion. 15c0, 15c1 minus 3x is to 1, 15c2 minus 3x whole square, and 15c3 minus 3x whole cube plus dot. Now if I want to find out the coefficient of x square, so when I multiply 1 with 15c2 minus 3 square, I'll get x square. When I multiply a with 15c1 with minus 3, I'll get x square. And when I multiply b with 15c0. So for the further expansion, I'll get 3 square as 9 and 15c2 as 15 into 6, 14 by 2 plus a into minus 3 into 15 and plus b. So I'll get coefficient of x square as b minus 45a plus 945, and the coefficient of x square is already given as 0. Okay, now if I want to find out coefficient of x cube, so I multiply 1 with 15c3 with minus 3 cube, then x with x square, which is 15c2 minus 3 square, and with a also, sorry, and bx square with this 15c1 minus 3, so plus b 15c1 minus 3, I'll get the coefficient of x cube. So here I'll get 15 into 14 into 13 by 3 to 1 minus 27 plus a into plus 9, I dot 9 into 15 14 by 2 and minus 45b. So I'll get equation as 945a minus 45b and minus 15 into 13 into 63. I'll get 15 into 13 into 63 by using this, right? So and this is also equals to 0. Now I'm not going to solve this because it will take much time. So when you solve these two equations, you will get value of a as, by solving these two equations, we will get value of a as 28 and b as 315. Okay, next question की बात करते हैं. Number 9. A function given to us with 3 conditions: sin e plus 1x plus sin x by x for q for x equals to 0 and root x plus x square minus root x by x raised to 3 by 2 for x greater than 0. Here function is continuous at x equals 0. So we have to find out the value of p and q. Very fundamental equation, very fundamental theory we are going to use. That if a function is continuous at x equals 0, so we can say that limit x tends to 0 plus fx equals to f of 0. So limit x tends to 0 plus fx, if I first take on right side limit, which is equals to q. So limit x tends to 0 plus, first of all let's take x common, so it will be root x and root x cancel, so I'll get 1 plus x minus 1 by, if I take root x common, so I'll get x over here equals to q. Now you can go with the L'Hopital rule also, you can go with the important result that x tends to x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a equals to a n raised to n minus a into n into a equal raised to n minus 1. That also a point which you can use over here. So let me take the derivative, L'Hopital rule over here. So I'll take the derivative of numerator. So root has derivative 1 by 2 root 1 plus x, 1 has derivative 0 upon x has derivative 1, which is equals to q, and then if I put x tends to 0, so I'll get q as 1 by 2. And now let's take the limit x tends to 0 minus fx as f of 0. So limit x tends to 0 minus, it's sine p plus 1x plus sine x by x equals q. So I can get x tends to 0 minus sine p plus 1x by x. So to get answer as 1, I need to multiply with p plus 1, and here also I need to multiply with p plus 1 plus sine x by x equals q. Now as we know that this term has answer 1, sin x by x has also answer 1, so we get p plus 1 equals q has answer 1 by 2. So it's p equals 1 by 2 minus 2. So p has answer minus 3 by 2. So this is your answer, that q has 1 by 2 and p has minus 3 by 2 answer. Right? Next question की बात करते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन के अंदर है कि एक लाइन दी हुई है x minus 2y equals 12 is the tangent of an ellipse x square by x square plus y square by b square equals 1 at a point is also given to you 3 and minus 9 by 2. Then the length of its latest vector we have to find out. Okay, तो point है which is also on the ellipse. At that point tangent has equation given to you and we have to find out the length of latest vector. तो एक बहुत ही फंडामेंटल इक्वेशन है कि अगर इलिप्स के कोई भी पॉइंट x1 y1 पे तुम टेंजेंट का इक्वेशन में फाइंड आउट करना चाहोगे, दैट इक्वेशन ऑफ अ टेंजेंट एट पॉइंट x1 y1 टू द इलिप्स इज xx1 by a square plus yy1 by b square equals to 1. So at point 3 minus 9 by 2 this equation will become 3x by a square minus 9y by 2b square equals 1. And then if I compare this equation with the given equation of a tangent when I divide with 12, so I'll get x by 12 minus y by 6 equals 1. Both are the equations of tangent, so let us compare the coefficients of x. So what I'll get 3 by a square equals 1 by 12, so I'll get a square as 36 and minus 9 by 2b square equals minus 1 by 6, so I'll get b square as 27. and then the length of latest rectum, as we have a greater than b, so length of latest rectum will be 2b square by a. So according to this, it's 2 into b square by a, which is 6. So it will be 9. That is your answer. Right? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की बात करते हैं. Number 11. The circles x square plus y square plus 5kx plus 2y plus k equals 0 and 2 into x square plus y square plus 2kx plus 3y minus 1 equals 0. These two circles intersect each other at point P and Q, and the line is passes through the point PQ. So here the common chord is given to you. Common chord is given to you as 4x plus 5y minus k equals 0. So if I want to plot a diagram, so let's say these are the two circles and here is the chord given to you, and here is the point P and Q. So we want to find out that this condition can possible for what value of k, that you have to find, right? So first of all, there is a condition that if for two circles there is a common chord, then if let's say this is S1 and this is S2 circles, so equation of a common chord can be defined as S1 minus S2 equals 0. So if I use this equation on given two circles, so it's x square plus y square minus 5kx plus 2y plus k minus S2. S2 will be, I have to divide with 2 in this case, so it will be x square plus y square plus kx plus 3 by 2y minus 1 by 2 equals 0. So I'll get x square y square cancel, minus 5kx minus kx, that is minus 6kx, 2y minus 3 by 2y, which is minus y by 2, and plus k minus half equals 0. And this equation is equals to, compared to this equation with 4x minus 5y minus k equals 0, if I compare with that, so if you compare the coefficient of x, then it's 4 equals minus 6k, and k equals minus 3 by 2, sorry 2 by 3. And to compare this, sorry, first of all I need to make any one of the constant, one of the coefficient as equal, so I need to compare the coefficient of y. So what I'll do, I'll just multiply with 2, that is minus it's minus 12kx minus y plus 2k minus 1 equals 0, and then if I compare with 4 by 5x plus y minus k by 5 equals 0. So the first thing, if I compare with the coefficient of x, so minus 12k equals 4 by 5, so I'll get k equals minus 1 by 15, and for this condition constant term will be minus k by 5, so it will be 11k by 5 equals 1, and k equals 5 by 11. So just check that here there are two different values of k, that means will not have unique value of k. Therefore there is no value of k